Welcome back to the channel, another segment of House Hunting with Brian. This is where we go searching for houses, seeing what's out there, taking a look at stuff, and today we got one that's kind of interesting. It's been on the market for over 700 days. It's over 1,900 square feet and priced at just $199,000. So you're wondering, why has this house not sold, right? Let's take a look. Here's a look at the place I was telling you guys about. Like I said, here it is. 3 bedrooms, 3 bath, 1,984 square feet. So it's got some square footage. Over here, the price tag is just $199,000. That's just $1,107 a month, according to their estimates here. If we look at some more of these specifics, it says here it's a family resident. It's built in 1948, and over here it's on a half an acre lot, so not too bad. When we look at the what's special section here on Zillow, it says ideal for gatherings. It also says fixer upper opportunity in the South Fork Valley. The home is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath and is situated on just over half an acre parcel, 25 minutes from Bellingham and 30 minutes from Sedro-Woolley. This longtime fixture in the community will take some creative and unconventional thinking to unlock the full potential for its future. That's here. The large level yard would be ideal for gatherings extending from the nearby community center, the Van Zant Hall. Walk or run the county roads just outside your back door, just 5 minutes to the Nooksack River. This as-is property is not in the flood zone. This is a short sale. It's been on the market for 703 days, has 5,999 views and 353 saves. So some folks are looking at it, but nobody has pulled the trigger on this one. $199,000 they're asking for this, 1,924 square feet. So let's take a closer look. Here's a look at the map so you can kind of see the location there, right there in Van Zant by the Josh Vander Yacht Memorial Park and the River of Life Community Church. So you got a church, you got a park all close by. So just a reminder of this information, 199,000, 3-bedroom, 3-bath, 1,984 square foot. Address on this one is 4086 Valley Highway, Deming, Washington, 98244. It's out there a ways, but 25 miles from, or minutes from Bellingham and 30 from Sedro-Woolley, like they say in this description. So now that you've seen all that information, we're going to take a quick look through these photos. There's 40 photos for you guys to scope out. We can kind of see, it's boasted as a fixer-upper. That's what they're calling it, a fixer-upper. So it's a short sale, and it's going to probably take a little bit of work. But at $199,000 for half an acre and 1,900 square foot home, it's not a bad deal out there in Deming, or Van Zant, I guess it would be. Let's take a look. All right, here's the initial photo. As you can see, it has the little garage on the side there, and this is the front entryway, the double windows with the little door with the awning. And it has some shrubbery around there. Probably would need a little cleaning up if you buy that. Let's get through these photos. We got 40 to look at. Let's see what this has to offer. There's a look at the side view a little bit more. Looks like there might be a little crack in the foundation there, at least in the side of the wall there. We're not down to the foundation yet, but that's definitely something you need to think about. That could be a problem. And that roof doesn't look too bad, but that's another thing to consider. How old is that roof? If this was built in 1928, like they say, eventually it had a new roof put on it, but when? So there's a look at the little garage that comes with it. Obviously overgrown by some berries and shrubbery and whatnot, but that's an easy fix. You could probably clean that up pretty easy, put some fresh paint on that, and get it looking all right. And the lot there is not too bad. The grass needs a little seeding, but plenty of space, like they said, for gatherings. So you could easily put a little fence around there, create a little privacy, and turn this into something nice. Entryway, again, needs a little work there, but nothing that a few boards and some fresh paint couldn't fix. So there you see it. It does have some shrubs. It looks like some old growth trees over there to kind of protect from the sound. There is a road out front, I know, so right there off of the road, but there is some distance to so it won't be too loud. Now that deck on the back there, that is a little bit dicey. I don't know if that is structurally sound, but definitely you could have a deck expert come out there and put some boards up and make sure that it's safe to go out on that. It does have a significant size, so we'll get a closer look at that hopefully. And there's a look at the lot. Look at all that land, 1/2 acre out there in Van Zant, close to Deming, close to Mount Baker High School, so not too bad. There's a look at your backyard. You could definitely do something there, have a nice backyard atmosphere. You're gonna have to get a nice lawnmower to handle that grass, so at least the grass in the back is nice and full. The front lawn looked a little bit suspect, but there's that back deck we're talking about that probably needs a little bit reinforcement, and it looks like it opens right up onto the back deck, so it could be a nice little area to get a little sun, have your morning coffee. There's another look at it. Wonder when that deck was put on and who put that on, because it does look like a newer construction, and so we don't know if it is done to code or what, but definitely have to have an expert look at it. All stuff that could be handled during the inspection. You know, you get a good inspector out there and make sure everything is up to code and meets the standard, and nobody's gonna fall through that deck. This room, I don't know what that is, but that's a little addition on the end there. I wonder what is in that. I don't know. You guys know, put it in the comments. Here's a first look at the inside. As you can see, they got some blue carpeting, a little stove over there. It looks like a wood stove, and definitely a little bit dated. Some wallpaper here on the bottom part. So you could pull some of that wallpaper off, put some fresh paint on. We got the baseboard heaters there. It looks like some wear on top of those heaters. Alright, we're 11 photos into this 40 photo scroll through this house out there in Van Zant, close to Deming. So hopefully you guys are enjoying this content, getting a look at this little fixer-upper. $199,000. It's been on the market for over 700 days. So, you know, I find it a little hard to believe nobody has invested in this one, fixed it up out there. It would be a nice little spot on a 1/2 acre. You know, if I had a little bit more money, it might be a nice project to take on, but I don't know a lot about fixing up houses, but I'm sure some of you out there might have a little inkling to do something like that. Get a little project house out there in Van Zant, make a few bucks off it. You know, you fix that thing up nice, you could probably put it back on the market for a decent amount of money. You know, they're asking $199. Put $100,000 into it, bring it up to $299, throw it on the market for $499. There you go. You got a nice profit. All right, let's continue on with these photos. This is 12 of 40 we're looking at. There you can see the entryway with that stove, the 2 windows. The windows look to be newer, maybe double pane, so that's not the old cheap ones that were probably put in the house originally. They have been updated, it looks like. And carpeting is definitely something that you would probably pull out, in my opinion, but you know, maybe you like that look, that 80s look. I don't know, that might even be 70s, but you got the, you see over there you have the stove in there. That's the kitchen. We'll probably get some photos of the kitchen shortly, but all that wallpaper, that floral wallpaper, is definitely a little bit dated. There's a look at the kitchen. You see the sink over there and the cabinets with the stove. Got a refrigerator in there, so everything you'd really need. Those light fixtures definitely look a little dated as well, so I'd say it probably has that 80s feel to it. So that was probably the last time it got a little love and was remodeled, but maybe even older, I don't know. Like I said, I think the original construction was 1928, so this one's been around for a while. There you see the upstairs, definitely that dated look, a popcorn ceiling, so we'll have to handle that as well. Scrape all that popcorn off, get it looking modernized a little bit, but a lot you could do with this one. 1900 square feet, so we got some space to work with here. There again, you see those popcorn ceilings, you see the window, and again that wallpaper. Something happening over here close to that baseboard heater. I'm not sure if that's some sort of hole in the wall, maybe someone kicked it, I don't know, but it would definitely need to be patched up. And that carpet definitely would be pulled out, put some nice laminate or hardwood down there. There's those closets. You probably want some fresh closet doors. Those look like they've been around since the 80s as well. So all new stuff that you'd have to consider. It all costs money. And unless you're happy with how this looks, you know, the shag carpeting going up to the upper area. I mean, it's kind of nice to have a nice plush shag carpeting like that. And it is all upstairs there. Like, you might want to just leave that if it's comfortable and clean, you know, you could just leave it. Another fireplace up here. It looks like just a small window in the upstairs. It looks like this is the upstairs with a ceiling fan up top there. They got a couch in there in front of the window, and then you have this wood paneling on the far side there. Again, some discoloration above the fireplace. That might just be normal wear and tear after all the years, but not a bad little room, kind of a family room, rec room, I don't know what you would call that, but a big space there. Those stairs lead up to it. I guess if you got a bunch of kids, you could all tell them to go play up in this room, send them up there to do their thing while you handle the downstairs activities. You got that nice deck. We have yet to see the room that opens up to that nice deck, so we're going through these 26 into 40 photos, so we're getting through these. There's that ceiling fan. They got the lighting, again, some dated lighting. So popcorn ceilings, it looks like it might be like stucco ceiling, I don't know, so maybe it wouldn't need as much work, just some fresh paint. But to that wood paneling, we definitely have to do something about that if you're going to modernize this thing. But, you know, so you might just leave it as is if you're comfortable with it, depending on if you're going to live there or resell it. If you're going to resell this thing, you definitely need to update it. Looks like they got a little bar there, and this looks like it leads out to the deck. So they've done some entertaining. They have the big deck and a bar out there, so they got a little fridge up there. They're serving drinks out there on the deck, so apparently someone has been out there. It must be pretty safe to get out there on the deck. There's a look at it. Nice view, nice mountain view out there. Of course, that country living out there in Deming is pretty beautiful if you drive out there. You got Mount Baker close by, so probably ideal if you're into hiking or snow skiing and snowboarding. There you see the roof is a little suspect. It's got some paint chipping away. I don't know if that's dry rot or what, but inspector will have to look at that. That deck could use some staining as well, but it appears to be in pretty decent condition. Maybe sand it and stain it, give it a fresh paint job. There's a look at it from the other angle. So they definitely put some money into that deck. They got the stairwell going up. And there's that big room. They're really showing off that big room. They want you guys to know that we got a playroom for the kids, and look how long it is. Definitely that's where the square footage is. Definitely that big room upstairs with the bar leading out to the deck. So nice little space. You could probably do something with that, you know. Turn it into whatever you want. And there is the bathroom. So we got a bathroom here with the throne and a sink and a shower. So we're 34 into 40 photos. There's a better look at the bathroom. Definitely dated. You probably have to switch out that tub, switch out that sink, and do something with that window. But all just little projects, you know, 10 grand to do a bathroom. It's just a drop in the bucket, right? And we got a bucket already. Looks like it's leaking something there. So there's the bathroom project, and looks like this is some sort of closet. Maybe like the laundry area, but I don't see a washer and dryer. There is a full wall full of cabinetry, so you could store something in there. That might be a nice little addition to keep, though, if it's in decent condition. So there's some keepable stuff. There is a look at the lot. Look at that. There's a half an acre for you out there in Van Zandt. So that's probably the main selling point, is that acreage. You know, you could really do something with that acreage. Ideal for gatherings, as they said, right? You could have a big old party out up there in Van Zandt. And there's that little area that I was kind of curious about on the back. You wonder what's in there. Is that like a little pantry for your jams and jellies? I don't know. And there's that crack we noticed in the side there. So definitely we'll have to see if that's something that needs to be addressed, and if that leads down to the crack in the foundation. You don't want that, because that's a costly fix. But you know, imagine if it's been on the market for 700 days, it probably has a few issues that turn people away. And so many people have gone out there to look at it. But we got one more photo. Let's see. There's a better look at the back end of it. It looks like they have nice gutters hanging on there, all kind of still attached to the house, so not really Many repairs probably needed to that roof. The roof looks pretty clean. I don't really see anything visually that would prevent me from buying this place, but interesting little property out there in Van Zandt, close to Deming, 1,924 square feet. So there you have it, another segment of House Hunting with Brian. Let me know what you thought of that one out there in Van Zandt, close to Deming, $199,000 for that one. You think it's priced right? What would you put an offer in on that one? Sight unseen, what would you throw out there? You throw $100,000 at it? And plan to put another $100,000 into it and then put it back on the market. What would be your plan for that place out there? Or is it just too risky to try to put that one back together and put it on the market? I don't know. Something tells me there's something that is preventing folks from buying that one. Obviously, if it's been on the market 703 days and nobody's picked it up at that price point, something must be wrong with it, but I'm sure you could talk to the realtor and find out all about it. Again, let me give you the address on this one so you could find it and take a closer look yourself. There it is, 4086 Valley Highway, Deming, Washington, 98244. You can go out there, go on Zillow.com and check it out yourself. Schedule a tour, request a tour as early as today at 2 p.m. It says here, you can click that box. Get yourself a tour of this one if you're interested in going out there and taking a closer look. So this is a new segment I've added to my YouTube channel. Kind of a fun little venture to get out there on some of these sites and check out what's on the market. I'm not really looking to buy, I'm just looking to browse. And I added this little segment to my channel. I normally post a daily vlog. If you're interested in checking out my vlog, you can go ahead and subscribe to the channel. When you ring that notification bell, you're notified every time a new video drops. So go ahead and do that if you're interested in more of these videos, or you're more interested in checking out the daily vlog. Comes out every morning, so there's always something fun and fresh for you to watch. Thanks for watching this one to the very end. We'll see you on the next one of House Hunting with Brian. Bye.